Like, I can't tell when I'm overwatering versus underwatering things. So he was like teaching me because basically when I see something that's dying, I just water it. But,
Yeah.
Like, that's not what you're supposed to do if it's overwatered. Apparently.
I know. Well, the first time we got succulents, we didn't know either. So we just kept watering them. And they were like, they're fucking succulents. Like, relax. You don't need to water them that much. And yeah, we killed like an entire like row of succulents. And I know that's always so painful when you're like, oh my God, like I was caring for them for so long and now they're dead. It sucks.
But now you know, succulents are easy actually.
But you know what it was? It was that all the succulents had like different types of like maintenance. And we had like a little like box of tons of different succulents. And they all needed like kind of different watering. They all needed different sunlight. And we didn't know and they didn't tell us. We just got this box.
Yeah.
And then they all died.
And so,
Because some of them were underwatered, some of them were overwatered. It was bizarre.
So like learning how to take care of plants is like a real LA skill. I've like actually seen on dating apps where people brag about this. No, because it's like such a, like an LA thing to have like tons of plants in your house, and like most people don't know how to take care of them, and so
that's like a selling point now.
Yeah.
They're like, I have the best plants.
yeah, and I know how to keep them alive because most people don't. And I get to right. Obviously, I'm looking at like men's profiles, so like that's probably like that's a reasonable skill for a man. I would be kind of impressed, like, oh, you know how to
That's
keep
so
plants
weird.
alive. You're
I have
nurturing.
been literally out of the dating game for so long that I would be freaked out reading it. If I was looking at a dating app and a guy's selling point was, I can keep my plants alive, I'd be like, oh, fuck. Like,
If you think that's scary, we should just open up my app for like 5 minutes a day. You'll see like what real nightmares are made of.
Well, she was just showing me her app, and what app was
Oh,
that?
that one was Hinge.
Hinge, and it's like a professional profile. Have you guys used that before? Hinge? It is. I was like, what? This is like, it's like straight professional, like crazy different fonts. You're scrolling, you're reading like quotes, you're seeing their photos.
You are talking like you came out of a time capsule.
I think I have. I literally got in a relationship though, like when OkCupid just started. It was literally only OkCupid, and I think it was mainly like I don't even know if it was on your phone. I think it was like mainly on the computer.
There's no way it was mobile back then.
Yeah.
Probably not. Like when you and Cyrus started
Yeah.
dating.
So I've never been on any dating app. I've like seen friends as like Tinder because
Yeah.
I've gotten a kick out of that. But seeing like profiles now where it's like, holy shit, like this, I thought I was like buying high-end furniture. I was like, this is what like high-end Italian furniture sites look like.
Yeah.
You're scrolling and they have descriptions and beautiful photos.
Well, that profile that I showed you in particular had good photos, but most men have the worst profile photos because like men don't have the behavior when they're out with friends of like, oh, take the camera, like, you know, take the camera, take a picture.
But it
Yeah,
is,
that's
I have to
cute.
admit, it is also weird when you see guys' profiles and they have like professional shots or like shots that they clearly like set up to take because you're like, oh, that's so weird. Like,
can't be
that's
too
so
nice.
not masculine.
Yeah, it can't be too nice. Yeah, it can't be too
Yeah,
nice.
it can't be too nice.
Yeah, it can't be too nice. It can't be too. Yeah, it's like a hard balance for
It's,
them.
I mean, it's a straight, it's like a skill.
Yeah, but that's why I feel like you can tell if someone is smart based on how they curate their photos,
True.
right?
True.
Because it's just a homepage.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'd be so confused though if I was a guy. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like girls, like we take photos all the time.
Yeah,
you know,
so there's
it's
so many
not-
to pull from. Yeah.
so many to pull from, and you like have like a really good aesthetic eye for that. But for a guy, they're like, what? Like, this is so crazy.
Every time I fall off track, I just go to your Instagram account and look at all the before after pictures of the pictures of me. I'm like, oh shit.
The before and afters are crazy.
I know that they get a bad rap on the internet, but I find them super inspiring.
Why do they get a bad rep?
I don't know, like the body. Everyone's like, I understand body positivity stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, that, I mean,
Yeah.
if we want to get into that,
I don't think
know if
we
want
should. Nah. We're not even going to dabble with that. But you know my response.
I know.
But yeah, I mean, sometimes I even go on my own Instagram page and I look at the clients and I'm like, oh my God, like they're busting their butts. And it's so cool to just see that. And
it's like, wait, it's all 8 weeks?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. It's crazy what a human body can do in 8 weeks.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, that's what I love most about what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like all-encompassing 8 weeks, like food, workout, lifestyle, like start to finish?
Totally.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm building them out diets and workout plans. So basically, like they sign up with me and I send them a questionnaire, and this is how I get to know them. And like I get to know their background, their fitness history, their diet, their lifestyle. Like I work with a lot of moms, so I have to take that into consideration that they're gonna be super busy. And then they tell me, if they want to work out at home or the gym, or I even do a combination of home gym. And then I build them their diet and their workout plan. And then they're checking in with me throughout the 8 weeks. And it's so cool.
It's like the best thing I've ever done. So I bought 3 of hers and I just keep cycling through them because I love it. I go to the gym. I don't look like a dumbass who's confused. I have my plan and I follow it, and they totally work. Like I track my weights and so make sure they're getting heavier.
That's awesome.
And yeah, just not having to think. And I saw the other day you finally wrote yourself a workout plan.
Mm-hmm.
You finally did it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that you're like taking care of yourself finally.
Mm-hmm. It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's nice. It's nice like having everything laid out. And I guess for me it was like I wanted to put something on the market that I wish that I had.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was getting ready for bikini competitions and I had coaches, I would always hire coaches because I thought it was so cool.
Mm-hmm.
You got to learn so much, and it's like you don't know what your body really needs until you're educated.
Yep.
And what I noticed was that like every coach that I had, first of all, I couldn't find a female coach.
That's right. They're all men.
They were all men. But it was fine because they were so smart and so educated, and I was in the bodybuilding industry.
Yeah.
And so that was fine. I didn't mind that. It was like kind of annoying, but at times, but for the most part, they were so smart and so knowledgeable that wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But a lot of times what they would do is they would do diet only, and they wouldn't do training.
That's right.
So they won't build you a training plan. And I would like try to ask, and they'd give like some really loose guidelines, but they're training like all bodybuilder men.
Yeah.
So they would be like, do this booty workout, it'd be like, do this crazy chest workout. And I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, I don't think I need that. And then I also wish that they would give me a diet, but it would be so strict. And it's like, I know that when you're getting ready for a competition, it has to be so specific and so strict. But I was like, I want some options. Like, I want to be able to like mix and match things. And I want there to be a little bit more variety. And I want things like kind of laid out for me nicer.
Yeah.
And then I noticed that like it wasn't a male. So I was like, there was like a little bit of like intimacy that I wish that I had.
Yeah.
That it was hard to get, and I didn't blame them for it. It was just what it was.
Yeah.
And so it was cool because I was like, fuck, like I haven't seen anything like this on the market. And I started personal training, and then I went and worked online. And so I was like, I really want to produce something that I wish I had right now. And when I was getting into fitness. And so that's what I did, and it's so cool because I'm like, most of the women that I work with now, it's their first kind of experience with fitness. And I'm like, whoa, like if this was my first experience with fitness, like that would be so life-changing. Like, what weights to use, what exercises to do. You have like me to email all the time, and it's really nice.
No, it's so well done. Like, I can't imagine how much you've evolved it over the years, because honestly, like, I literally have zero feedback on how you can improve it. And like, that's like so rare. Almost every product I use is like, here's my 10-page email on like all the changes I would like to see. But your thing is just so user friendly.
Thank you. I literally was like, what would I want? And the intimacy was really important to me. I think that like the market right now is like so flooded with like apps and stuff like that, where I was like, I want to be able to communicate with clients. Like I want them to email me, and I want to read their emails, and I want to respond to their emails. And it's like, I'm very confident in my skill set where I don't need to just have an app and have them follow some exercises. Like I want that intimacy.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did. And then I built it like the way that I would want it. Literally, I was like, this is how I would want to rate a plan. And it's so basic and like so bare bones. But I was like, you know what? This is like, It's easy.
Exactly. You understand it right away. So you just like read the email. It's like so clear.
Yay.
What I do is I have like a notebook in my Evernote for it, and so
Cool.
each notebook, like there's a different page for each section. So it's like round 1 diet, round
That's
1
so cool.
weeks 1 through 4. So it's just really easy for me to pull up on my phone, and
That's so
and that's how
cool.
I take notes for all my weights. So that way, when I cycle through again, like 6 months, 12 months later, I want to make sure that my weights are going up. So it's just so
Mm-hmm.
easy that way, because like the fact that I can copy and paste it into an Evernote
That's nice.
and
That's
like
so smart.
take notes. Like you can't do that with the app. With a lot of, you just can't. So, and I'm not gonna remember. I don't know how people like don't take notes at the gym, by the way. And this is like a funny thing I've noticed. Like women are so like anal at the gym about like proper form and like tracking weights. Like we're just I don't know. It's the way we work out.
Yeah.
Relative to a lot of the men I've noticed. Like
Yeah.
and I'm like very, but maybe that's just
But
like
you know
a
what?
good
That's
student about it.
Yeah, but that's you. You're OCD.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Most people just go to the gym and they're like, we're gonna fucking move, and
Yeah,
if
that's
it
true.
burns, awesome. But
I'm
yeah,
a
most people
believer.
aren't tracking that.
Yeah.
But you know what? A lot of times you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll get on a machine and I'll know approximately what I can do and the rep
Yeah.
range
True.
and you know what? It's also like you feel so different every day.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's like if my hydration is off, if my sleep is off, if I feel kind of shitty,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be less strong. You know, and it's also like sometimes when I write things down, I get a little bit anal, and I'm like, I have to fucking lift that weight. You know, and sometimes I'm like, you know what? Let me just like listen to my body and just go for it. But some people work really well like you do. I guess it's just like how people's brains work.
Yeah.
But it's also like, you know what? I guess everybody's the same. Like when have so much shit to do and you're running a business, there's
Yep.
too many things on the plate. Like you've got to make sure that you're super focused. Like I have to be a time Nazi with my time. Like I have to be like, I say no to so much stuff. I don't answer phone calls. I have to sacrifice so many like outings and trips and get-togethers and grabbing coffee. I'm like,
Yeah.
you grab coffee in the middle of the day on a Tuesday? Like what?
Yeah.
Like I can't do that. Like I'm postmating my coffee, so because I
Yeah.
can't even go get it. Like,
Yeah.
So but you know, you're the same way where you're like, I have to set up my day so it's like I can be as focused as possible and smash through everything because it's like you've so much stuff to do.
And also just like the delegation in both like your personal and professional life, right? Like I've been delegating stuff even in my personal life since I was like pretty young. Cause I kind of did the math on like just the value of my time, and have had like house cleaners and things like that from like a
Can you
young
tell
age.
that she went to Stanford? We were like, who the heck thinks about this as a young kid?
Well, it's just like also because my roommate and best friend was Ramit, so like that's kind of the best training. We were always like giving each other tips on how to think about our careers, and I guess one of you asked the question, what do I think about higher education? And I think so I went to Stanford for undergrad, then I went to law school and then dropped out after 1 year.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, most people, I didn't even told this story. That's like a long odyssey in itself. I was
Oh my
thinking about that
God.
the other day, but like, I think, who knows what I learned in school? Like, I barely remember. I like majored in econ, obviously picked up some skills in school, but like mostly it really was the value of the friendships that I had there, because, making friends with people like Ramit, for example, like one of those friends can totally change the course of your life. So, and he's an example of one who did, right? Like just through coaching me through like getting my first job. Like he's the one who coached me through actually dropping out of law school and then like getting a job at JP Morgan. So there's like an interview on his website that's like over an hour long where I talked through like that process and how he coached me through that. Because that's like a scary thing to do when you're like a high achiever, to drop out of grad school and tell your parents and tell your friends and then
Oh
like
my
try to find
God.
a job. But like, so for me, higher education, at least in college, it's worth it but you have to surround yourself with the kind of people you like want to become like. And I've been thinking about this like since I've moved to LA, and that's why I'm like so much enjoying that we're spending a lot of time together, because you do become like the people you spend the most time with. So I don't want to just like hang out with like whoever happens to pop up into my life in LA. I want to be really intentional. Like, who are the friends where I know if we develop close relationships, we're all gonna like lift each other up, teach each other, and help each other, like build our dream lives together. Like, what is that circle of friends gonna look like? I don't just hang out with random people just 'cause they're fun. Like I will, but like as far as like the core group,
It's different. It's different when you get older.
Yeah, the core group needs to be like people where like I can help them, they can help me, and it just feels like we're all like learning from each other. Most people who I email are going to do that for me.
I remember you saying that.
But for dating, no. All my friends are like, I don't know anyone single your age. Yeah.
That's crazy.